Norwegian spruce naturally come from Scandinavia and the Balkans and all the way to the Ural Mountains and what's in between. Like an evergreen conifer like this. You can easily see this year's growth here, last year's growth there. The young shoots, which are not really young anymore, can be eaten, and the male catkins and the young female cones. If I just chew a bit of this and see what it's like. Um, Quite sweet. But apparently the mature cones are a bit prickly. They can be made into tea, and also you can roast the inner bark for carbohydrate. They have they're quite a good use for antiseptic, good for respiratory disorders, things like that. You can make tea of the mature needles here. You quite often see these trees in conifer plantations. They're sort of very fast growing. When we first moved here, the whole top of the land was baby Norwegian spruce, about so high, and sort of that's where our orchard is now. So we got rid of all those, had like a massive bonfire. But I just wanted to do a little patch of them, so I moved a few of them down here. This is going to be the arboretum one day, and they're sort of filling in space between arboretum trees, and they're gradually kind of thinned out as the arboretum trees grow. They can get quite tall, very commonly seen just in plantations, and you can also see in here there's nothing like the kind of life you'd get in a natural woodland. Even where these grow in the wild, of course, they're not all the same shape, size and age. And you've got like the things like birch trees interspersed with them, so where they occur naturally, you do get a good biodiversity of life. But where you have them planted in just a plantation, it's very bare under here. However, you do get quite a lot of interesting mushrooms under conifer plantations, and that's one thing you really do get a lot of, even ones that come during the winter. So for now, our little tiny miniature conifer plantation is going to stay put, but maybe one or two of them can be in the arboretum. They are quite short-lived trees. They just grow, finish, they don't last very long. But they do get quite tall, and they made these really straight posts, which are kind of good for making things out of. Yeah, they're very kind of good screen whilst they're growing. But of course, when they get bigger, then you've just got like tree trunks and nothing else. And they do produce more cones than ever before, shortly before they're felled. So when they mature, they produce tons and tons of cones.